Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Welcome back to another episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Day 61. Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to fix the time yesterday for Animal Crossing. And, I don't think I fixed it correctly. And, yesterday was Thursday. So there's 2 Thursday games in a row, so... and today, and since I fixed it, and because I didn't want to be playing on a Friday, purposely, the plot literally just sold. It didn't even take a day. It took like a day, which sucks. We're going to be getting Vladimir, and for those of you who don't know what Vladimir is, or who Vladimir is... He's considered a cranky villager. That I would in turn have 2 cranky villagers as Octavian and him, which I want to start dispersing the type of villagers I want. Honestly, if I was going to get a cranky villager, I would probably want Wolf, or maybe Kabuki. That's about it. I don't think I would want anyone else. Today's episode was supposed to be island hopping, but that kind of got ruined. I ended up getting 12 tickets, or enough for 12 tickets. So you have some right here, 10 here, and then I have 2 currently on me. So today will be a quick episode. My situation when it comes to fixing my wonderful, handsome, and cute and luscious. Let's see how much money I have on me. Let's go destroy that bridge, actually. Handling my carpet situation, it's fine. It's getting better. It's days process, dude. It takes forever to dry. Plus, with the weather being so bad. Also, I finally got the 5th to 7th final upgrade to my house. I guess you can say the 5th to the final 7th of the upgrade. I believe there's 7 upgrades total, right? And the last 2 are the top stairs and the bottom stairs. All right, let's talk about infrastructure. I want to destroy that bridge so I can build a new one. Yes, I want layout changes. I want bridges. Demolish something. And I believe it's just 10k flat, so I want to get rid of this log bridge. This was like the first bridge that I ended up making in my game, and I in fact made it one of the most valuable bridges in my area. And now I am going to be making it one of the most sought after, quick, easy access jumping over points in my areas. So today we will be doing some building. I wanted to do that demolition, which is why I'm in my yeehaw costume, be able to, work on this wonderful area of mine. So this area is going to be gone. I think I did it correctly. I'm just going to have to go. I don't think I did it correctly, so I'm going to have to go back. I think I ended up pressing no by accident, which is fine. It's annoying, but whatever. I was talking. So what I'm going to do now is dig up this. It's time for this to be dug up. I need to put dirt down. I walked past this for multiple days. I'm like, something feels wrong. What feels wrong? And yesterday I ended up noticing there was no dirt. I made this prior to getting the terraforming app. Excuse me, I have hiccups. I drank a glass of lemonade, so I have hiccups. And usually when it comes to any time I get done eating, I start hiccuping like crazy. Hiccup, hiccup, hiccup. Alright, so we are going to be grabbing these. Let's see, how many can I grab? Oh, I could grab so much more. Am I getting a black one right there? No, I should be able to get an orange one. Weird. So we're just gonna scoop them all up. Waste a scoop. Holes. I know if everyone's in my current age range right now, within the 26 years olds, you know, I was the youngest in my class, so from 26 to 28, you know, maybe give or take 5 years. Holes probably could have been part of your curriculum in grade school, and Holes was a part of my curriculum. Reading it, and I was in school during the time when it came out, so when it finally came out and we got it on video and all this stuff, I watched it at school. The first time I watched that movie, I watched it at school, and I was like, this is the most amazing. I remember there was a situation on there that the teacher made, like, even sadder. Like, we would watch a specific amount, right? A specific amount of the movie, and then she would read us the chapters that the movie covered. And we would talk about things that were changed. And this was the first time I was like, wait, people make movies out of books? Why? Books are boring if they're not about Pokemon. You can never, ever rent a Pokemon book during that time. I remember could never, ever, ever rent one. Too many people were renting it and or destroying the books. Oh my goodness. Oh, the days of destroying books, of you watching kids just being just total shitheads, just drawing in books. Only one time that I found it funny was destroying a book. I destroyed a book when I was younger. I ended up doing it. It was a I don't know if I should say it. It wasn't a regular book. Let's just say that. Well, you know what? It was a cult. Okay, so I live in a small town, right? And there's these people that were standing outside of our school with these big boxes and handing us the word of their quote-unquote Lord. And it was based on Christianity. It was like something weird. And like what ended up happening is that the police had to come in because one, they weren't supposed to be on school grounds, and then they ended up changing from being close to schools to being just off the border of school grounds. And they were trying to get kids to join and get phone numbers, and this is just before the time of cell phones being widely usable for children, right? Where they just start becoming cheaper. Cheap. You know, instead of $500 for ugly-ass little phone. Some kid gave his phone number to the person and ended up calling his house for him, and his mom's like, what the fuck are you doing, little Donnie? What are you doing, little Donnie? And then things just kind of exploded from there. I remember destroying whatever little Bible thing they gave me, which was just a bunch of loose leaf papers stapled onto one another. I remember me and my friends, we ended up just burning it. We burned it in the backyard. It almost caused a big fire. I did it when no one was home. Super not safe. Super not safe. We had the hose running just in case, and guess what? We needed that hose. I was like, you know, someone I was with was like, gasoline burns really good. That's why cars go. And I was like, you know what? Gasoline does burn really good. It makes cars go. I was in 6th grade, by the way, so I was... 6th grade was... Let's see. If I was around 12, 13 when I got into high school, I was like 9. No, there was no way. Am I being dumb right now? I was 17 when I graduated high school, right? I was that by 4 years, and I was 13 when it started. So, I was 10 during that time. Jesus! What the hell? Who let me do that? Oh my god, now I'm thinking about it, I was like, Jesus, who... This is what happens when you have kids that when you have parents that just weren't home. Ooh. I'm starting to sweat just thinking about the bad things I could have. A 10-year-old me with 2 of my buddies who were like, gasoline burns pretty good. I'm like, okay. This is so dumb. I remember we had to get those things confiscated from us after at school. We had to give them in, and then they did something with them. I don't know what they did. But yes, back to destroying books. I guess it wasn't destroying, it was more drawing in the book. Someone was finding every single person that in a encyclopedia that had a bald head that just so happened looked like a penis, and in fact would just draw their head as a penis. And I remember thinking it was the funniest shit. The funniest shit. I know for a fact I was in 8th grade. I know I was in 8th grade because we were taking these stupid tests for high school to test our aptitude or something along those lines. I remember we all did really, really bad, and they're like, well, they put stuff on there that we didn't know. And we're like, what are you talking about? We taught you everything to be ready for high school, blah, 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 blah. And then they looked at the tests, they're like, oh, we didn't cover this. It was the first year of high school stuff. Let's see. Fun times, huh? Fun times reminiscing about stuff. Doing dumb things as a kid. You know? Chilling up there on the train tracks on the side of the hill, where if you try to walk like a normal person, you'd be skipping on the beat and slipping down like a boulder. Or how an eagle takes out a goat on the side of a mountain. You know? Just, whew, it'd just be Humpty Dumpty fell, and then he continued to fall forever. Man. Being a kid. Oh man, no, I'm just saying this. I remember I got into a friend group. I never became friends with anyone in there. I became friends with one person, and they invited me to hang out with them, and then I was just part of like a 12-man squad. I was like, okay. And where I only knew one person. And I remember we went to the park, and it was a park that took a really long time to walk to. We had to walk down a hill. I remember one of my friends, Jeremiah, he rode his skateboard down and he twisted his ankle really, really bad, and we all laughed at him. It was awesome, and he had to go to the doctor and stuff, and he had like he also messed up his knee. But during that time, we were like, "You're an idiot, Jeremiah." I remember we went to the park, and there was kids playing there, all around our age, and then someone was like, "This is our park." And the kid's like, "No, it's public park." And he's like, "No, it's our park. You get on the swings, we'll push you down." And like, they're like, "What the heck? What are you talking about?" And then they ended up leaving, and they called the cops on us, which was awesome. And then someone's mother called the cops on the cops, and it was like this weird situation that didn't make any sense. I remember I was being questioned. He's like, "You're not in trouble. You're not going to be taken to jail yet." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "Do you know false calls cost like $10 billion if it's and that's money coming out of your parents' pockets." He's like, "Do you want to waste their money?" And I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what's going on. I remember having a conversation like that when I was walking the train tracks to break into a foundry that was in our town. That's just been abandoned since the 80s. We wanted to break into it to film a skateboard video. To build a skateboard video. And I remember the cops caught us, and they like lined up against the walls, hands spread and all that stuff, and then we got screamed. They screamed at us, telling us not to walk on the train tracks because if we get hit by the train tracks, it would cost $1 bazillion. Like, they would say, I don't know, it's like a pattern thing. I remember them stating that it would cost like $1 bazillion, like some stupid number. I know it was like $1 billion to stop the trains, and you don't want your parents paying that, and it comes out of their pocket. And he's like, do you want your parents to be poor and be hungry, all because you wanted to go walk on the train tracks, and just yada 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 stuff, right? He was just trying to scare us, right? Scare us to not do it again. With money, with big amounts of money. You know, back then, like, we got $50, you're like, hell yeah, man, I could go to McDonald's like 5 times. Fuck yeah. Or like $50, like, I could buy the one video game that I wanted. Remember when video games were $50? Remember when they were $30? Who remembers that? Let's see. Who remembers when you used to go to freaking Toys R Us and you had to go get it unlocked get a game unlocked with parent supervision because they just left the games inside the cases. Or how about at video rental stores where the DVDs were just in the box and all you had to do was just pop it open with a little knife and you could steal stuff. I remember that's how I got a majority of my GameCube games when I was younger. One of my uncle's friends used to do that. He did that. He got the whole entire catalog thing of games. It's funny. It was funny to me. I didn't care. I was just like, I love video games, but you know, I grew up in a really bad area, so there would be times where I would go to Blockbuster and then I would pick up a game case, and the game case would be already broken into. I'm like, oh, someone already did it. And then, I would take it up to the guy, and he was like, oh, thanks, little buddy. Here, have a candy bar. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, snitching gives me candy. Oh, man. I remember going to Blockbuster and seeing, like, the older UFC videos. UFC was just straight to DVD back in the day, bro. Now it's just giant conglomerate, which is hilarious. Hilarious to my mind. When I watched UFC back in the day, it was just another thing of bum fights to me. Honestly, that's just what it reminded me of. You're like, what's bum fights? Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Do not look it up. Comes down the pitch. Alright, let's see. Did I not have enough to break it? Let's see. Okay. Okay, so the first one was no. So I was just clicking through it while talking. Alright, boom. Now that should in fact be demolished. And I'm very happy with that. And then, I guess we're just gonna call it a day. Today is an easy day. Just gonna have to move all the furniture in my room so the rug goes back in, so that's good. And parts of the carpet. It's just that only my room is carpeted and rugged in some areas, specific areas, you know, so it's annoying. It's a whole thing. There is really me explaining it. It's just, there's no point in it, brother. Give me that. What is that? What is this? I caught a Raha Brook birdwing. Oh, wait a minute! I never caught this one? Dude, I've just been letting this one fly by me without any issue. And I never caught it. What the heck? Aw, look at that. The buddy's doing... the buddy's doing yoga. Have a wonderful day, everyone. My name's Luna, as always. Stay frosty, okay?